Hello there.
Hello.
Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact, where today we're going to be diving into Neuvillette Story Quest, and I will quit this voice now, because I'm sure someone's triggered by it.
Oh, hi, Cinder, baby.
Hey, baby girl. What are you doing? Oh, you looking? Yeah, I'm taking notes. Where can I put this? Okay. Okay, Daniel, what do you think we're gonna find in today's recording session?
Probably his quest.
Well, I know that, but everyone's been like hyping this quest up for like weeks to us and everything. I'm excited to see what we're gonna discover in the mysteries of whatever the freak we're gonna be diving into Neuvillette today. I know it's got something to do with him. That's all I know.
No idea.
How do you spell Neuvillette? I'm gonna call it Neuv Story Quest. Neuv Story Quest. Oh, you don't have to wait for me. I'm just...
This quest is getting in our way.
What? The Blubber Beast attack? Wait, can we not,
No, we cannot prioritize it.
Oh, they're not letting us prioritize it. Okay, well, let's go deal with Blubber Beast. Take a stroll to the Court of Fontaine's business district?
It's just for the camera.
Oh, the camera quest! Okay, well, we can go say hi to that real quick, kick that off, and, start it then.
Snappity snap, printy printy printy, stackity stack stack stack.
You are fully voice acted! Huh. Look at that!
Whoa, those two are kind of big deals.
Thank you.
Hey, you two, can I take your picture?
Hi!
Sure. Why do they give us so many cameras?
I don't know.
Does she mean us? Why did she want our picture?
Probably just wants a keepsake.
What happens if you're a new player? Do you just not get a camera if you don't
No,
get...
there's so many story quests out there that give you cameras.
Okay, so like there are still quests in the game that give you cameras?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, then what would be the point in putting it all the way in Fontaine if
Yeah,
it's a new player?
Yes, that's a good point.
If it's for commercial, we could charge them.
Guess we better get used to the celebrity treatment, huh?
Oh,
Can't blame
hey,
the
wha-
fans for
wait.
wanting a photo of their heroes.
I can.
Wait,
It's in the middle of a quest.
They can have a picture, it's fine.
But if this is for anything besides your own personal use, then we're legally allowed to charge you. Wait, what would they call it here? An appearance fee? Photo shoot fee?
I don't know.
Mm.
Absolutely. It's just an honor to be able to photograph the Ace Adventurer duo. How does 1.5 million Mora sound?
Sure.
Sure, that sounds fine. Hold up, how much did you say again? 1.5 million? Did Paimon hear that right?
Flabbergasted us so much we actually synced up with Paimon.
That's a lot of Mora for just one photograph. Maybe a little too much. Are we really worth all that?
Snap away! Take as many photos as you like.
You guys are overreacting. This measly 1.5 mil is just the start.
How rich are you?
If you're interested in working with me as a photographer, you could potentially be taking home anywhere up to 9 figures. Snap some snaps and stack those stacks.
Whoa, wait, whoa, hold up. 9? 9 figures.
That's, wait. Every 1,000 is 3 figures, plus 1 for the 1, so 1 million, that's 7, plus 2 is 10 million, 100 million, 100 million?
Wait, how did you get to the part where you said 7 plus 2? You're correct, but still.
Now you're just throwing out numbers.
Yeah, this all sounds too crazy, even for Paimon to fall for it. What kind of racket are you running here? You planning on flashing a couple of famous faces to con innocent people?
Con innocent people? You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
But you got it back to front. My goal here is to rid Teyvat of everyone out there who's trying to con innocent people. Help me out, and there'll be a big bonus in it for you.
Whoa, back up a little. Seems you skipped a couple of steps. How did you get from photography to crime fighting?
I mean, they go hand in hand, don't you know?
Apparently.
Well, it all has to do with an important problem in law enforcement that often gets overlooked. Target recognition.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Common sense says that if Gardamex want to fight crime, the first thing they need to do is identify who's a criminal and who isn't, right?
That's usually the first step, yeah.
But what happens when a Gardamex mistakes an honest citizen for a criminal, or sees someone brandishing a weapon in public but fails to flag them as a potential threat? Then you've got a huge problem.
I feel like it's more of an engineering problem than a photography one.
Unless you're
Think
talking
of
about the camera.
Poor fisherman whose fishing rod gets mistaken for a spear, or the crafty crook who carries around a metal pipe to club his victims with, but dismissed as a regular plumber.
That would be actually super tricky to figure out, admittedly.
Don't know.
Okay, fair enough. You're kind of making sense now.
Great. Okay, so let's say I disguise myself as a cat or a dog or
What?
a finch or a pigeon, or maybe even a blubber beast, because why the heck not? So I'm walking around the city streets like an escaped amusement park employee, and a Gardamex sees me. How do you think it would respond?
How do we get to amusement parks?
Oh, that's cheating! A Gardamex not gonna do anything to some cute little critter. Also, what kind of blubber beast would even want to come to the city anyway?
Bingo! Right answer. Gardamex are incapable of registering cats, dogs, finches, pigeons, and, of course, blubber beasts as potential targets. Their image recognition system actually ignores them completely.
That makes sense.
That seems like kind of a problem.
It is actually fairly logical if you think about it. Removing all the near-zero risk entities from the target database boosts performance in most situations.
Unless someone's dressed up as them.
But here's a quote from a recent report in the Steambird. Several keen-eyed thieves who noticed a flaw in the Gardamex detection systems disguised themselves as blubber beasts during the commission of their crimes.
Uh-huh.
Completely blind to the would-be blubber beasts, the Gardamex made no attempt to intervene in the thefts committed by the gang.
So devious, I guess?
Actually happened? And the Gardamex really didn't catch them? Okay, that's pretty gutsy, but also kinda horrifying. What if they get bored of petty theft and move on to something even worse? They could get away with anything.
Exactly! And that's why we have to fight these criminals in the domain of technology. It's turned into an ongoing tug-of-war between their disguises and our image recognition capabilities.
Well, that's silly.
And I, Lapine Pauline, specialist in
Lapine
graph
Pauline.
adversarial technology, am determined to do my part towards a crime-free future for Fontaine.
Uh-huh.
Currently, I'm in the process of collecting sample images. Once I have a large enough pool, I'll use that to develop a simple but powerful and highly accurate image recognition algorithm that runs on a small graphical processing module.
Uh-huh.
Any clockwork mecha installed with this module will instantly be able to recognize people wearing disguises and accurately assess the criminal threat they pose.
Uh-huh.
And, if all goes to plan, the Palais Mermonia will jump at the chance to have these installed on every Gardamex in the city. It's the business opportunity of a lifetime.
And all this starts doing street photography?
Paimon's getting deja vu. Let me guess, you're a homebody researcher who prefers to stick to the city, limiting your potential sample size. And the reason you want to work with us is because we can go out into the wild and help you get all the other photos you need, right?
Wow! Right again! Down to the last detail. It sounds like the Ace Adventurer duo has seen it all before.
Yep.
What do you say? Join my project, become a graph adversarial technology specialist, and together we can expose every costume defender in Fontaine.
Sure.
Crucially, with your help, we can build a solid graph adversarial tech pipeline and take Fontaine's technology and law enforcement capabilities to the next level. Everybody wins.
Uh-huh.
This does sound like it's for a good cause.
And we get paid a lot, so not that bad.
We can't stand by and do nothing. There are criminals out there giving blubber beasts a bad name, and that's something Paimon won't stand for.
9-figure bonus, here we come.
I wouldn't get your hopes
Great.
too high.
And just like that, welcome to the team. Okay, take this. It's an image recognition sample collector. It contains recording and analysis equipment that I designed myself and comes complete with a user guide.
Okay.
I've already looked through lots of images from all over to determine the key features of the samples I'd like to collect. All you need to do is work your way through the guide, get the pictures, and bring them back to me. Simple. Let's get this show on the road, everyone. We must win the tug of war against evildoers and score some big-ticket orders from the Palais Mermonia.
During this event, use the image sampling camera to take pictures of targets that they point out to randomly obtain a special sample. You can take a total of 10 shots per day, and this will be reset the next day.
Wait, what event is this? Is this the Freminet event? Or is this another one?
No, this is a different one. In fact, this event has already ended.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
So how is this happening right now?
Since we last saw Neuvillette, Paimon wonders what he's been up to. Paimon has so many questions about his true identity.
Why was that in our way?
Find out.
I don't know.
This event is literally already done.
What?
It's already finished. I'm glad it made us do that anyway. Okay.
That was really cool though. We got to see all the voice acting and stuff.
Unless there was more afterwards, but oh well.
Huh. That's super sick. So we still got the camera and everything.
Apparently.
That's
It may
sick.
still be taken away after the event though.
Interesting. Well, hopefully not. They gave it to us. And it didn't say limited time, I don't think. Usually it has like a little symbol, I think, on it.
I can always check. No, it's limited.
Ah! Too bad. Okay, well, time for Neuvillette's Story Quest. The Court of Fontaine.
The Court of Fontaine.
This is, wait, how do you say this place's name? Palace Mermonia?
Mermonia? I don't know.
Mermonia?
Why was that quest getting in the way of this one?
I don't know.
That never makes any sense to me.
Maybe she's a part of the quest.
Highly doubt it. It
Yeah.
surprised me, honestly, if she was somehow.
That would be pretty cool. Talk to Monsieur Neuvillette. Sup, dude? Dude, I wonder if anything's gonna change because we did the Furina quest first.
Potentially?
That'd be
It's either
sick.
that or this is not going to make any sense.
It's fine, just go with it.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neuvillette! Sadine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler and Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own.
I
If
mean,
he wants to.
This is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
Starting a new job.
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it now occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
you know it.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
Bro, have you listened to some of Neuvillette's voice lines, by the way? I know we've talked about the desert one, but low key, dude, there's one where he like talks about like archons or people holding like fake visions or something. I don't know. I heard it the other day. He freaking wheezes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
Ah, that's why you're personally investigating this.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding.
I shall return to my post for now. If anyone were to visit while you are away, I will make sure to record their visit. I sincerely hope that you will return soon.
Guess someone wanted to add that line afterwards.
Judging from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events.
Oh?
There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Oh, dang.
Care to explain?
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts.
Gotcha.
Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Iudex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Aw.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them.
Oh.
The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power.
Oh,
The incident
dude.
resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
Holy crap. The stained glass windows. I never noticed that they were fountains.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
They're very pretty.
What choice you want to go with?
Seems like they're using the Melusines against you.
Yeah.
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me.
You know, I like to imagine that if we had gotten a Final Fantasy 15 too and everything, and Noctis was like grown up and old with like a beard or anything, and like he was like a dad or something, I'd like to imagine he'd sound like this, by the way.
Probably.
Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent.
Usually.
It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department.
And also they can't shoot lasers.
Yeah.
The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions.
Sounds awful.
However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others.
That
Aw.
is very true. And also we're seeing that in his job, basically, because he has so many responsibilities, he can barely get out of the office. I cannot blame people who turn down promotions because they don't want to get stuck behind a desk. I genuinely think that's okay. It's like they want to be free.
I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
Oh.
If you put it that way, we're also outsiders to Fontaine.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
Yes.
In the dock.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Sure.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true?
Don't know.
I have no idea.
Feels like he has a kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Oh, I don't know how to say that. Chapter Act 1. Yeah.
Remains of the past.
Thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Thank you, Paimon. Keep it up.
Oh, speaking of Neuvillette talking and everything, since he just was, apparently, because we did Furina's quest, he's changed a few of his conversation things that you can read in his personal bio. I don't know which ones though. I think the one about if you ask him about Furina, that has changed now. Since we did the story quest, but I don't know about the other one. There's another. I think there's two. It's in here. Where do you ask him about characters?
Well, these are new.
Hydro asking meaning of trials, witness, human world. Okay. Geo.
Comment about all the Archons. Lovely.
Nothing will stop me from rendering judgment on each of the 7. As the Archon who won the authority of Geo, Deus Ori must be called to trial.
God, that was his name.
If one does not wish to see us on opposite sides of a conflict, they need not worry, for I intend to stay in Fontaine for the foreseeable future, which could well mean another 400 years. As another point of consolation, even when the trial eventually takes place, it is still not a given that the judgment will lead to a physical confrontation.
Jeez!
I shall fulfill my vow to judge all of the 7 in turn, even if the sky should fall and the ground give way. As the recipient of the authority of Animo, the god of breeze and hope must also stand trial. He spends most of his time being a harmless drunkard. Well, even so, I must meet him for myself and proceed from there.
Bro, he's just gonna just find him plastered on the ground.
I cannot wait till Neuvillette finds all the Archons. I'm assuming that will be an event.
As a survivor of the dragon race who has regained my full dragonhood, I must fulfill my oaths and obligations, even if it means returning all the water in the oceans back to the heavens. In taking the authority of Electro, the Narukami placed herself on the list of the usurpers. She will... Oh, you say she has isolated herself in the plane of Euthymia, and now rarely appears in public. Then I shall pay her a visit in another few centuries.
I mean, she gets out sometimes.
She's more of a neat.
Yeah.
Though the day will come when I put her on trial, I must commend the god of verdure on her sense of responsibility. Few things are without flaws in this world, but the devotion and benevolence she displays are a testament to her commitment to continued progress. I felt enormous regret when I learned of the mistreatment she has endured over the past 500 years.
Ooh.
That's nice. And here we go.
Now the curtain has finally fallen on her performance. The character she portrayed was an imaginary one, yet in playing that role, she fulfilled her duties. Though she is meek and full of doubt by nature, she was able to use madness to stiffen her resolve and see her duty through to its conclusion. The work that she has done over the centuries is truly immense. If she were to ever make a return to the stage, I should personally attend the performance and give her my heartfelt applause. Yes, I must do so when the opportunity arises.
Dang.
That's nice.
Anything else? Okay, so one of these other comments are new, but I don't know which one.
Probably these ones up here.
Something like that. Yo, what about can we hear the Wheeze one possibly? Visions?
Sure.
Oh, whoa. I don't know which one the wheeze one is, but it just sounded so freaking funny.
Oh, by the way, he's now in charge of giving out visions for this.
What?
Because he's now in control. The heavens have lost control of the element of hydro. Which means a fun little detail is he's the one that gave his vision, the vision to Furina.
Oh, is that how it works? Really? Wait, hold up. Is that fact checked? Is that really how it works? Dang.
No, I mean, he talks about it in this.
Oh. Well, crap. Okay, I'll have to read that more in depth later. That's awesome. Okay, well, that makes way more sense why Furina got hers at that moment in time. Then he timed that quite well.
People also talk about why that now it has little claws in it compared to everyone else's who just doesn't.
Oh. Is that unique to her? Really?
Well, he doesn't have one, but where's another Fontainian?
Yeah. You're right.
Or at least that's what people have said.
It's very, very sick. A small detail, but I think it's important to note because a lot of people threw it our way, is that, yes, now Furina has a vision when it says Hydro. Back before it was like unknown, and I think Neuvillette is now the dragon. Yeah, Ancient Dragon's Authority.
Hydro. Yeah.
Okay. Cool little details, miHoYo. I like how they update things as the story progresses and you complete it. That's a very nice touch. So, oh, yes?
I like how he just sparkles, where everyone else gets like a little vision thingy. Oh, wait. And her like little leaf glows and stuff.
And then he just comes out and he's like, I'm shining.
I'm shining.
It's very, very nice. If you are a new player and you play with like Furina and Neuvillette, is that, do you just have like question marks until you get to the Fontaine part? I'm assuming, right?
Probably.
Like you probably have to do the quest to unlock that bit. Very, very cool.
No. Where on earth do we have to go?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
I'm just gonna teleport to that.
Over here and beyond the bushes.
I never
Those
thought I'd
dogs.
see him here.
Does anyone have a camera?
Oh wait,
Hi?
do people talk when he passes by? Hold on. Okay, no. Maybe people on the other side? Just in case.
I don't know. Yeah, let's go. It's little Melzine we're going to meet with. Ask Kiara.
Forgot I don't have Yelan on my party.
Nope, you gotta walk like us Norbies? It's like an Orby, but like Normie.
But advanced movement.
Advanced movement. Oh, dude.
Anything to say?
Doesn't seem like it.
No. Actually, I wonder if I could have talked to them.
Don't know.
Sorry, Melzine. Wait a moment.
Give us a sec. Just one little moment. Whoa. Okay, so that was it?
Oh, wait,
We
us.
should have gone up to him and said something.
Yeah, that was the perfect opportunity.
Oh, what?
Oh, I guess they're talking about Neuvillette.
Ladies.
Very pretty dresses.
Oh, yes.
The weather's amazing today.
Oh.
Aw.
Kiara,
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are?
People passing on by.
Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you.
And someone sent a death threat to you.
What the freak is wrong with them?
Aw, she's adorable. Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter. Oh, right. I remember now.
You didn't even remember it.
You're so sweet.
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
Oh my goodness, they're all...
Pure. That is, you, oh my goodness.
But Sedan told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Holy crap. If anyone, no, we're gonna look after
Have you
you.
run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Someone who falls from behind.
Did you think of something?
Nope.
Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Why'd you make that sound?
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
The, what, Phantom?
I assume that's Neuvillette.
A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Is
Why
Charlotte?
do I feel like it's just like a super simp for Neuvillette?
Maybe. Are they concealing their identity on
Can't
purpose?
rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Oh, wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
You are
Alof.
being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe.
100%.
With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon?
Don't worry, your big sis Paimon is super strong.
Bro, if anyone approaches this Melazine to hurt her, we just destroy them. Just
All
without
right.
question.
Let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to
100?
the Court of
Or
Fontaine with
singular?
Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them.
Aw.
Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Holy crap, don't cry.
Huh.
That's so
Paimon,
sweet.
please.
I don't.
Hey, Traveler, did you
Hello?
hear that?
Excuse you? The freak? Is it the girl? Is it the camera girl?
No, we have a stalker in the bushes. Someone ran.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
I saw them.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're protecting her.
Did you
Yeah.
run into any trouble?
It's not really trouble anymore with us around.
They're literally right there.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
Oh, that's right. They have good vision.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
Oh, dang. Nice.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't.
Dang!
Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
So it's like what? Like
Cool.
like UV rays or something?
Something.
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
As long as the kids have mitten hands,
I mean,
I guess.
just clothing. Should be fine.
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well.
He's right there.
What
Or
are
she.
you looking at?
No, behind us,
Someone's
guys.
over there.
Is there
No.
really someone watching us?
It's right.
Let's sneak over and take a look.
They're right there. Behind you. Wrong direction.
Right for me.
You're kidding me.
Gone.
I love how the traveler's like, there's someone over there. Us, the viewers. No, there's not. Turn around. I'm having that feel. Oh wait, no, there is someone now. Huh?
It is her.
It is Charlotte. Okay.
What are you doing?
Wait. Hold up. How'd you get over?
Strange. Why isn't he back
How'd
yet?
you get over here?
Gotcha!
Oops.
That Finch was like, I'm
Charlotte,
out.
what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
What are you doing here exactly?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream.
Uh-huh.
But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
Depends on the timing.
Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Why aren't all journalists like you? Seriously?
Because it doesn't make money. I don't think he'd agree. Better if we kept this a secret.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right, then.
Loose lips there, Paimon.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little melazine?
Aren't we supposed to be watching the Melazine, by the way?
Not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, all right?
Of course.
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Hopefully she's not definitely missing.
By the way, so this is part right here is why you had to do the camera event, because it would have collided.
Can't I just prioritize the other quest?
I mean,
Oh, hey!
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
Where?
I think it's great.
Police?
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
just
I
pretend
love...
like you can see it.
Correct.
Oh wow, it looks amazing.
Here. It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you.
Mm-hmm.
Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases.
I happen to have some time at the moment and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
That's nice. I don't remember. Who's on the next banner? Oh, wait, no, I remember.
It's Navia and,
Rifle Girl.
Rifle Girl, yeah.
Ah, Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time?
Aww.
I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
I'm gonna have to freaking watch my blood levels on this quest. There's like, or blood sugar levels, not blood levels, blood sugar levels. It's way too sweet! 14x. Oh, okay, so she's just got regular.
Had nothing to say.
She's got regular NPC dialogue, and so we head back.
Wow, rude to call her just an NPC.
I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just
So mean.
she's an NPC.
Wow.
But that's
So rude.
our modern day society has ruined the word NPC in some situations. It just means non-player character. Duh. That's literally what she is. Wow. She has unique dialogue. I'm not saying she's not unique. She's a unique NPC.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
Sounds boring.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Ooh, even your financial bank records?
I don't think that's on the table, Daniel.
Risley.
Ah, okay. The defendant, Risley, has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex and Neuvillette. Risley will be exiled to the fortress of Meripede, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. About the bribery case, about the Spina di Rosula. Callus, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in a duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Iudex Neuvillette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Bribery. There have been several, or not several, there have been severe bribery, or there has been a severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. Smuggling case. There's two things. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Phantom Troop people.
Marquise.
Marquise? Is that how you say Marquise? Or spell Marquise?
Mm.
The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. So the Phantom thing must be, the Marquise Phantom must be the Melzines. Please refer to the appendix for this list of names. Okay, and about the Representatives Council proposal. The representative council has filed a request to collaborate with the Marquise Phantom on certain public events, not details. Based on research, they believe that the Milzines can enhance the popularity of these events. Marquise Phantom has yet to respond. However, sounds like a book title, The Marquise Phantom. However, it has not prohibited the Milzines from participating in such activities. Okay. The time of day has changed.
It's a long night.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
Well, a lot.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself.
Oh, lovely.
If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine.
Dang.
Lovely.
There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
Lunch. Have you seen something?
I feel very awkward. Someone say something.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Just a bit.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memornia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Diluc. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
Is it
An
high-end
astute observation. It is indeed water.
very fancy cup? Huh.
So it's just plain old water?
The wrong words,
What
Paimon.
did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
They're all just water, aren't they?
If I were to comment
What?
on their
No.
mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa Village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Oi, not the whole thing.
What do you think?
I mean, he got 3 glasses.
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
Did you swish? You have to do the swish.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference.
I mean,
you do it anyway.
I think water from all over in different places totally tastes different. I think different bottled waters taste different.
Microplastics.
Well, yeah, that, but then also just the water itself. It's interesting. Water definitely has a distinct flavor.
I prefer glass.
Glass, you prefer? Purified water is the best way to go about it, honestly.
Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
It could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
Go back.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Why am I human?
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
It's interesting to note that the dragons can't die.
I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
Yeah,
I have
Apep
been holding
is
on to these
interesting.
unanswered questions for a long time.
I hope Apep eventually is going to be a good guy.
But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Ah,
I see.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine.
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look!
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Oh.
intriguing, to say the least. The representative council has filed a request to collaborate with the... Oh, we've read this one. Yeah. Okay. So it's just letting us read all the stuff again. So I wonder what Crime Risley did.
Don't know. Probably says in his quest.
It even said that... I don't know if it was talking about Risley or if it was talking about Neuvillette. It said one of them was quiet throughout the whole thing. So I'm assuming there's more to it than just a simple
Neuvillette was.
crime. Yeah, okay, Neuvillette was quiet. Because they're friends. So something went on.
No idea.
Someone was just bullying a small child, and Risley's like, I'm just gonna punch him real quick. Like, just Just Neuvillette, look away for a sec.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Oh! Hi?
Are they headed towards the Fountain of Lucine?
I remember a guy looking like that from the live stream. Are you a bad guy?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Oh, Cornell.
I wonder what's going on.
Wow, Neuvillette is famous. What is that thing? Is that a dog? That's a dog. Okay, I could not
What
tell.
is that?
I thought it was
creature?
I thought it was a fluffy lizard for a second. I was like, well, hold up, man. Hold the phone. What is this fluffy salamander that I'm looking at? Okay, just casually going up to the fountain.
Guess no one else has anything else to say.
Not even the water says anything. I know that barely makes any sense, but I mean, hey, he's the Hydro Dragon, so, you know, nothing's off the table.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
It's night.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Should I drink some primordial seawater?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Oh?
Safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you? Oh, it's glowing!
Hold up!
It's bright.
Wah!
Ow.
Flashbang! No wonder he's told us to get to a safe distance. Toss a concussive grenade in there. What? What just happened? Everything looks a little different than how they are normally. Should continue forward and take a look around. Dude, what's with the lion? Hold up. What?
Yeah, now there's lion statues around.
Is this back in time?
Apparently, the
Wow.
palace is gone.
This place looks a little different a few hundred years ago. Yo, who got rid of the lion statues? Those are cool. Oh no. This is the Melzing that died, isn't it?
Yep.
Flap!
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
Oh,
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
Oh, the Phantom is a detective agency.
But I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head.
Aw.
And I tried really hard not to cry.
Seriously, who are the jerks that are doing this?
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Oh,
Great, this is gonna be fun.
I don't know about this, man.
Also, I guess we got thrown into the beginning of it.
The fountain is gone. What?
No, it was still there.
It was? Okay.
Oh, you have your little police outfit now.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
She's a member of the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
What?
Bro, they literally look like they're made of marshmallows.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
What are you talking
Go away!
about?
Quit acting innocent!
Okay.
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him.
Uh-oh.
We joined the Maréchaussée Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Good for you, girl.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
I mean, they have supervision. I mean, what?
Why are all the citizens of Fontaine really dumb?
I mean, at least they're not like this anymore. At least most of them and everything.
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Maréchaussée Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern.
Dang.
However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
What about this is corrupt? What?
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Okay, if like the Melusines were like super threatening and like licking their lips when they look at humans, I could understand why people would be like, oh, that's kind of scary. They're literally bunny fox marshmallow things.
They have mittens for hands.
What is threatening about this?
You can't be evil with mittens for hands.
I mean, maybe someone's out there going like, I don't know, man, gremlins are adorable and then they turn evil. I mean, yeah, sure, but that's not this.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
Eh.
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Wow. Aren't you a ray of sunshine?
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Oh.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready for the next few things.
Oh, luckily it ends happily for her.
Yeah, no it doesn't, Daniel. No, it freaking doesn't. There's a teleport waypoint thing.
We're almost to the court.
Ah.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, boy. Speaking of...
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
What?
What?
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Then who are you supposed to be?
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere, unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
You're right, and then he'll be forced out of his position, and then he has nothing to stop him from killing you. Excellent idea.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a really well thought out plan.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Okay.
Huh? I'm sorry, what about him being a Chief Justice has forced you to murder someone and blame it on marshmallows?
I have
the
no...
murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Yeah, you shot at that tiny marshmallow bunny.
Oh no,
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
Oh dang. Okay, Latrine. What do you got for us?
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform.
Of course.
They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power.
What?
The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
Oh my gosh.
Huh? How?
From what it sounds like, it was like a mob and everything. I guess she just flipped, dude. That's...
Well, that's disgusting.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carol might have thought there was no better plan.
The problem is, in real life, that would... luckily, this is fiction, so it's been written. But in real life, that could actually be really bad, because I feel like the bad guys could totally sell that off as like, oh, she was guilty, so she killed herself and everything, and killed herself because guilt or whatnot and everything. Because you know a bad guy would totally try to swing it like that and everything.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
So this guy was exiled. Does he go and like kill the people involved?
Probably.
The flip?
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
Oh.
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Okay, this is gonna sound really freaking bad, but this other guard should probably just detain him for just a little bit, because he needs to cool off.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret.
Oh.
Give me the list of suspects.
Jeez.
What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you.
Well, except the fact that this guy's definitely gonna be an accessory.
What accessory? No one knew about it. But this is why you never get rid of something someone has to live for.
Yeah, yeah.
I will take responsibility for everything.
I feel like this was just a bad plan from the bad guys in every regard. That was just poorly planned. Bad guys did not think that through.
No, they did not, but they rarely ever do.
That's just unfortunate.
Well, now to the court case of him being charged for murder.
Jeez.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
I mean, you're in the audience. How on earth are you gonna do that?
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around.
Well, I mean, he's all about justice, though. That's
Besides,
the thing.
now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so by the guy going killing off everyone, the old ways died. Oh, jeez.
Literally killed everyone involved with it. Dang, he is efficient, if anything.
Yeah, he is efficient. That's very interesting. By him doing that, that basically put Neuvillette into the position he has nowadays and everything. But that's exactly why Neuvillette can't go easy on him, because there would be absolutely no trust with the people and everything.
Yep. Which is why he has to. Well,
yeah, he has to. Well, because it's also proper. Like the guard captain knew what he was doing. He knew if he did this, he was murdering people, straight up killing people and everything.
Yeah.
So like that was the thing. He knew he was going to ruin his life by doing this.
Surprisingly, he doesn't get the death sentence.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds.
Murder is still wrong.
Yeah. Even though, again, he was fighting bad guys and everything.
No, he was.
Again, that is a really just dark scenario and everything, because they were 100% bad guys. The unfortunate thing is, though, I feel like they could have all come to justice and everything.
Maybe.
It seemed like they had evidence.
Well,
it seemed like
think
it.
About it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Probably.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
yeah, that's right.
I think that's only. I wouldn't go murder someone and everything. I'd be like, hey God, I am completely broken right now. I'm giving this to you and everything, because he viewed the girl as his sister, basically. That would rightly piss off anyone.
I feel like anyone would want to,
kill someone if they hurt their sibling. Yeah, probably, or cause their sibling to kill themselves. Yeah, I definitely say.
I feel like you'd probably need a few people to hold them down.
I would need someone to probably lock me in a room. Probably. Again,
this
detainment.
Whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Revenge isn't ours.
Yeah, no.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That
I
can't
mean-
be. Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
It's unfortunate, but this is the right call on Neuvillette's part and everything, because it's like, if he pardons him, that would be an abuse of his authority, and
then the entire law and order of Fontaine would collapse.
Well, yeah, because no one would truly trust him. Even if everyone accepted it, there would be like this almost dark, this sounds almost like a freaking drama. There would be almost like a dark cloud over the place, basically.
It wouldn't be a good president. President.
There you go. Yeah.
English is hard.
It is.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
I mean, and that's why he got exiled. He didn't
get a death penalty, which is something.
Which is huge.
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off?
I wonder if this is an act or if this is genuinely how he feels.
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin.
Well, thank goodness he didn't say the other thing, because they would have spat out he's
According
guilty.
to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Doesn't even matter what he would have said there.
Yeah. Bro, that would have been...
Monsieur Neuvillette.
That would be heartbreaking.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
Well, whoever that was, shut it.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Oh my goodness.
Decently easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy if you seek it.
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Was that all all in a matter of seconds?
What was that?
Apologies. It seems like my memories got the better of me.
Yeah, we got sucked into your memory. Cool.
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different.
Don't know.
It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
I love how they used the example of water for that. That was cool.
Memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine, to when you declared him guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them.
Dang, that's a really mature sentence right there.
It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form.
Or maybe
You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Maybe mature isn't the right word for it, but very wise saying of like, well, I'm not trying to hide it. I just don't really want to talk about it. That's a great way to put that.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here.
That is an entirely different thing. What? Wait, the subtitles and the dialogue did not match up. Okay.
However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Okay, so subtitles are backwards. Okay.
Oh, didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Oh, hi, Navia. What are you doing
I
here?
was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Sup?
Navia, nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you.
That's awfully nice of you.
Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress.
Lovely.
Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta.
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight.
Nice.
What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Well, now that people have grown up with their whole lives for several generations around them, I highly doubt there's much resentment.
Yeah.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
I assume people giving their support to them.
Have you heard?
I hope.
Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
Oh, they're protecting them. That's so sweet.
That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself.
That makes me kind of want to cry. What?
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
Aw.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
Oh.
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
Who the freak hates these things?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
Bro, who the freak looks at a Melusines like, yeah, this really cute, nice thing that's been around for a few hundred years. Yeah, I have to hate that. Like, what?
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
The fact that you have like a little slur is just adorable.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Well,
some motivation's better than none.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
There you go.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So this all of this is playing into what we see in 4.2 as well.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Have I mentioned how much I love Fontaine and its story? Genuinely? Like, genuinely? Cooper? Your name's Cooper.
Oh, this reminds me of a rumor I've heard.
It's Cooper the Copper.
I've heard that the emblem on our hats didn't always look like this. A long time ago, Melusines weren't a part of the design. The police emblem only included the scales symbolizing the law. The emblem was redesigned later on to commemorate a Melusine's sacrifice.
Oh, dang.
That must have been a long time ago.
What was it, like 400 years ago? Something like that?
Oh, around 400 years ago, if they were relatively new to Fontaine back then.
Got it.
I must keep the Melusine safe.
I just can't sit back and watch.
Smell seems like, wait, I thought I was the cop.
I must keep...
I just can't sit back.
Oh, they're so cute.
No one can stay hidden on my watch.
Okay, Zach, calm down.
Oh, that's
okay,
freaking
teleporting
great.
all the way back.
What? You don't want to walk all the way back?
Who are you?
Who are you? If we counted all the cases that occurred at the theaters, well.
Anyway, bye.
Oh, are you just a filler?
He's a filler.
Okay.
Not important.
Oh, wow. And you were giving me trouble earlier for the whole NPC thing.
Well, I didn't call him one.
Well, I just can't win. Okay, we're going back to his office. Very suspicious documents. Oh, we can do that. What does the suspicious document look like?
Talking about the smuggling?
Right, okay, yeah, smuggling case. Boom.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one.
I love the sticker.
The list of involved suspects should be... found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial.
Oh, okay, so we're going there next.
Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Huh?
Cafe?
How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Is it someone not actually from the Spina di... flip that?
The Spina di Rosula, or Rosula? Something like that. You could probably just teleport to the waypoint out there, right? Or that one works too. Just need a clear shot to fly.
Here, I thought it was underground.
So, who is it? Surprise! Bam!
'Tis I,
the Traveler! Oh, lots of suspects.
Inconspicuous person wearing all yellow.
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off, but oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essin here?
Yes, that's me.
You're Essin?
Yes, monsieur Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
That's a hard yes, I'm assuming.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Oh, no, let it continue. I'll
Leave the
say my
formalities for
thing.
later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
What? Continuing the current quest may cause parts of the following quest to become it's fine, yeah. Okay, yeah, so for you guys, maybe The whole city's out for your heads right now, so maybe don't write any more threatening letters.
Please escort the remaining guests back to the Fleuve Cendre. I appreciate your help.
Yes, boss.
The two guys standing. Nice.
Hello.
That was a close call.
Are we really in the clear, though?
I don't think so. I think...
That was a close call.
Are we...
I think there's probably, like, even if you're totally innocent and you were just being coerced, like, there's probably gonna be some sort of slap on the wrist.
Please escort the remaining guests back to the Fleuve.
Yes, boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. There's probably gonna be some slap on the wrist for y'all.
Or a slap to the face.
Or a slap to the face. That also could be appropriate. Admittedly. Now for the big boss. Let's get him. Okay, you're down there in the middle. Why you gotta do this to us? Why you gotta be somewhere here? Ah, there you are. Oh wait,
Hello,
oh no!
Duke.
Never mind, it's Risley. Sup, dude?
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
Are you okay?
Fine enough.
That pop.
That was just my spine.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Good.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Ah.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he?
Uh-oh.
To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
What? He's
He's got the same concerns we do.
And wait, so who's really the bad guy? Because it almost sounds like, because it feels like, I feel like Risley would know if someone's conspiring.
Yep.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Sigeween.
Sigeween, sorry.
Melzine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
Hopefully.
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Risley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
I love how this whole system here works.
Ah, and watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Dang. I don't know where this is going. I'm gonna be honest.
To the infirmary.
Oh, okay. Here, look here, smart Alec. That I didn't mean it like that. I meant more like, is it really gonna be Dominique or is it gonna be someone else?
I don't know.
I find it intriguing that Risley said he doesn't
now that
seem
I think
like
about it, I can leave this place soon.
Huh?
Hi?
Hello?
I must have been mistaken.
I'm Oriole, a member of the Mutual Aid Network.
Hi?
Is there something you need?
No?
Apparently not. Thank you.
What was up with that?
Random, but
fully voice-acted lines that didn't lead anywhere. Okay.
Alright.
And I think there were two things said. I just didn't see the first one.
The first one got interrupted by the second one right next to them.
Oh.
Good.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
She was right.
Typical Sejuin. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
Criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
What?
Sorry, I wasn't looking at their chests.
What?
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
It's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you. I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meropide. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
What? Huh.
Investigate the mysterious organization.
Bum. Okay, so these people are something.
Oh, the little diamond thing? Hands?
Anything you need?
Little handshakies?
The badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
Oh.
We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Who the freak? Wait, what is that voice actor? Help each other, do all you can to further justice, or do not detest just judgment. The above are the 3 principles of the Mutual Aid Network. All are welcome to join and membership is free. There is no compulsory group events though. The Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meropide, face up to the crimes they have committed, encouraging each other, support each other, and welcome the future together.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged.
Helping one another?
Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
You're a well-known voice actor, I think, right?
What do you think? Interested in joining?
Who are you?
Why do I feel like you're from the old regime?
Recently, a criminal named Domenico attempted to incite the other criminals to rebel against Neuvillette. We of the Mutual Aid Network couldn't just stand there and watch, so we stepped in and taught him a lesson.
Oh. What?
Interesting extra dialogue.
You two look kind of familiar.
that badge you're wearing?
It's the symbol of the mutual aid network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Was the original member the one dude?
Probably.
Okay.
The, guard.
Yeah, the guard.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
I had many grievances about my situation before joining the network. I knew that I had committed crimes, yes, but that alone didn't stop life here from being miserable. But look at me now. Chatting with my friends, doing meaningful things together.
Oh, it's basically like a prisoner, like a reformation kind of thing. That's really nice.
Why is everyone so nice here? Doesn't make any sense.
Everyone's a criminal here. Literally hardened criminals. What kind of personalities do they all have? Really nice ones. What?
Except for like 1 or 2 people here.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
A bit.
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Did they?
What I find interesting is the fact that Risley said Domenico didn't seem like someone to cause or like trouble, but then the others were like, oh, he was trying, but then we just beat him up. It's like, oh.
No, he tried to. He just doesn't seem much like a conspirator.
Oh, okay, so that's what Risley was getting at.
He's saying he's bad at what he's doing.
Gotcha. No secrets here. Got it. Man, if only real, like, prison and, like, leadership in prisons could be like this, you know? Genuinely.
Too bad.
Too bad, right? Okay, what do we got, Risley?
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
Hey!
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Depends.
I mean...
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
Whoa.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines? Over that?
Ignorance is not an excuse, by the way.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Maripede was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
Uh-oh.
Time for a boxing match.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law.
Dang. There's a little bird outside, having fun.
Baby.
Yeah, I think so.
Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Nice.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Tragedies like that won't ever happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
I mean,
the less
yeah.
time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
To just comment on the whole, like, guard thing. I think the guard is... That's nice that the guard wanted to be, like... He wanted to consider the prisoners' feelings and everything. You should probably read their letters, though.
Probably.
I mean, they are criminals. Even though this place is filled with actually some really decent people and reformed criminals, at the same time, you really want to be extra careful.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's just common sense. You want to do that.
Yep.
It's fine to be nice.
Yeah, but I thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right.
That's nice.
I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
Okay, it was an act.
And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
I thought that outburst didn't seem like him at all. It seemed weird, yeah.
Please, take care.
See you later.
Well, this quest was mildly depressing and wholesome, I will admit. It's got...
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is, every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
Yo, do you think Zach gets paid for session, or do you think he gets paid by the hour? Because if it's for session, dang, man.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
I assume when Zach comes in to record for the Traveler, him and the girl, it's probably like a list of things they plan on him saying in the next several patches. I just assume. So they probably have him like read it, and then if they have to change anything with the script, they'll call him back, basically.
But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Is Cinder behind the couch?
I don't know.
Okay. Cutscene!
Huh? It's raining! Oh no, Hyman forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Neuvillette, become happier. Aw.
Oh, dang.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
Is the Melazine there?
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything
This is
on the
really
clothesline.
pretty.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Aw.
Oh, dang. That shot.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Maripede. It's a good place for me.
Ooh. Aw.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Is he able to, like, tap in to everything?
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Or it's just, okay, he's
threatening
remembering.
Melazines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Got it.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette!
Aw.
The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Dang. That was...
Nice reflection.
Yeah. I'm gonna repeat myself here. That was... Oh, dang!
It's not over. What are you saying?
I'll say it afterwards.
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melazines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Marmonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion,
Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate!
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Oh.
I think her brain is malfunctioning.
Yes! Thank you so much, monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communiqué to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Dang.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him?
Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Lovely. You guys just set him up for that. What?
Dang.
Cloran did not hold back. She's just like, just ask all of them.
Bombard every question you have.
Literally hours later. It's like, Neuvillette's like, whoa, never again. Dang, this freaking quest was great. It's both wholesome and super depressing.
Yay.
Jeez.
Hello.
Well, that's a sight to behold, and I will treasure it forever. Dang.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
That's nice.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
Dang.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I think she got a little crispy.
In my dream,
How could you?
she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, Kiara, our dreams have finally come true.
Oh.
I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
That's nice.
I
That's
can
awesome.
sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now?
Yes, you can.
are.
I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
Yeah, she is behind us.
Cinder is behind us. Oh my goodness. Hi, good girl.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you later.
See you next time.
Oh. Oh, dang. I really liked that. I also hated it, but I really liked it overall.
And one last thing.
I once thought that time was of no consequence to me. Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred, it's all the same. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed.
A bit, I'd say.
The passing of time has its own consequences. The answer that I've been searching for amongst all those lives. Perhaps it's life itself.
Whatever sounds deep or symbolic. Whatever floats your boat, my guy.
Oh, dang. And I guess with that was Neuvillette Story Quest. Dang, guys, what the freak? What?
Hi, Cinder.
Okay, I see why all of y'all wanted us to play this, but at the same time, man, I was not prepared for some of those story beats, man. Dang. Oh my goodness. But yeah, well, I'm glad everything worked out. And the fact that a lot of things have changed. Because, I mean, time is a big factor in a lot of things, especially when it comes to humans accepting something new. Because a lot of the times people are very uncomfortable with new and change. A lot of humans, I feel like, can relate to that. And so, yeah, I understand why people would be nervous if you bring out this magical race out of nowhere. Dang, I love Furina's animations. But at the same time, maybe just don't be rude to the cute little marshmallow things. Just don't be rude to things that are different in general and everything. I feel like just approaching every situation in love is probably the best option. I know that should be obvious, but oh my goodness.
Don't throw rocks at adorable things.
Don't freaking throw rocks at cute things. They're cute, especially if they're alive.
How much longer does this Furina's banner have?
Oh, wow. She's got 3 days left. Dang.
What's on the next banner?
Next banner is...
I don't remember, actually.
I don't freaking remember who the next banner is. Yeah. Yeah, next banner's next banner. Next two banners, yeah.
Proper etiquette. I'd be happy to teach you.
So I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Neuvillette Story Quest. It has been awesome. It has been a blast. And I hope you guys enjoyed not only the quest, but also our reactions to everything and our input. And I guess this is the part where I ask you guys, please let us know what you thought of the quest. Did you guys enjoy it? And
what would you like to see us tackle next?
Yeah, indeed. I think we have Lyney's and Risley's story quest. I can speak. I can speak English. And we have a few other things to dive into as well. And I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen,
we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.